Dear attendees, my name is Alexandre Elbert from the Research Center of Bracco Suisse in Geneva. Thank you for watching our poster on the use of ultrasound molecular imaging for the guidance of ultrasound-triggered release of liposomal doxorubicin and its treatment monitoring in an orthotopic prostatic tumor model in rat. Liposome encapsulating drugs is a fast-growing field of research with several formulations in clinical trials or approved. They have many advantages compared to free drugs, and the release of drugs can be triggered by external stimuli, including ultrasound for sonosensitive ones, as used in this study. The treatment guidance is needed to locally release drugs from this liposome. Here we propose to use ultrasound molecular imaging using BR55 to solve this issue. This could be envisaged as BR55 can specifically bind the VEGFR2 overexpressed in tumors, provide a 3D imaging of the tumors, and additively monitor the perfusion and VEGFR2 expression and distinguish the efficacy of different treatments. In this study, we have used USMI with BR55 for treatment guidance to locally trigger the release of doxorubicin using an ultrasound confocal device and to evaluate its therapeutic benefit by B-mode ultrasound and USMI. The experimental design was performed as follows. Tumor cells were injected in the prostate of rats and a tumoral mass developed in about 6 weeks. Animals were enrolled in the study and we performed ultrasound imaging, B-mode for tumor size measurement, USMI for perfusion and VEGFR2 expression assessment. Then, sonosensitive liposomes were injected and animals entered either in the LDXR or LDXR plus US confocal groups. In the two groups, B-mode and USMI were performed at different time points. Only in the LDXR plus US confocal group was performed at day 2 USMI with BR55 for treatment guidance and the confocal ultrasound treatment itself to provoke the release of doxorubicin. Finally, immunohistochemistry of VEGFR2 and CD31 were performed at day 7 and day 14. This slide shows the methodology for the confocal treatment of tumor. Animal is placed in a bed with a treatment window above the focused elements and the imaging probe. This bed allows the animal to move in 3 dimensions during the treatment. The treatment is done this way. The tumor is scanned with 2 mm steps. Within each slice, ultrasound shots are also spaced 2 mm apart. Here, we clearly see the advantage of USMI with BR35 for the treatment guidance. In B-mode, we can see the bladder and prostate, but not the tumor. On the contrary, with USMI, the tumor is clearly identified. This slide shows the results of size measurement after the treatment. The graph on the left shows the evolution of tumor size over the time. On the right, we can see B-mode images of the tumor. In the absence of confocal ultrasound treatment, we can see an increase in size at day 4, followed by a decrease to day 14. In the group LDXR plus US confocal, we observe a decrease in size from day 4, significantly different compared to LDXR group since day 7. This slide shows the perfusion in the two groups after the treatment. Unlike size measurement, we do not observe a difference in perfusion by USMI on the left, and this is confirmed by the immunohistochemistry of the CD31 on the right. Similar observations were made for the VEGFR2 expression. We do not observe a difference neither by USMI nor by immunohistochemistry. As conclusion, USMI with BR35 provides precise guidance for ultrasound trigger release. Ultrasound triggered release of doxorubicin increases efficacy of the treatment. In the case of liposomal doxorubicin therapy, USMI allows accurate delineation of the residual viable tumor edge and could give additional information to B-mode imaging.